Buddhism is a path of spiritual exploration and practice. It encourages individuals to look within themselves, to understand their own minds, and to cultivate inner peace. It has been followed by millions for centuries, transcending cultures and borders. Through practices like meditation and mindfulness, individuals can navigate life's challenges with greater ease. The teachings provide a framework for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Acts of kindness and compassion are central to Buddhist practice. Buddhism originated in ancient India with Siddhartha Gautama, who became the Buddha. He discovered the path to enlightenment and liberation from suffering. The Buddha dedicated his life to sharing his insights, teaching the principles of the Dharma. His teachings, known as the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, offer a guide to overcoming suffering. The practice of meditation, ethical living, and the pursuit of wisdom aim at achieving lasting peace. The Buddha's message of compassion, mindfulness, and inner peace continues to inspire millions. Buddhism has adapted to different cultures, enriching them with its profound insights. Today, Buddhism offers guidance and solace, helping people find balance and tranquility. By embracing Buddhism, we can contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Buddhism is often described as both a philosophy and a religion. This duality is at the heart of its appeal. As a philosophy, Buddhism encourages critical thinking. It asks us to question our perceptions and assumptions. It invites us to investigate the nature of reality. This exploration leads to wisdom and insight. As a religion, Buddhism offers a set of practices and rituals. These practices help us cultivate mindfulness and compassion. They guide us towards ethical living and spiritual growth. Meditation, chanting, and ethical conduct are central to Buddhist practice. Whether approached as a philosophy or a religion, Buddhism's core message remains the same. It is a path to awakening, to freeing ourselves from suffering. It invites us to live with greater awareness, purpose, and compassion. At the core of Buddhism lie the Four Noble Truths, which form the foundation of Buddha's teachings. These truths address the universal experience of suffering, a fundamental aspect of human existence that everyone encounters. They also highlight the possibility of liberation from this suffering, offering a path to inner peace and enlightenment. The first noble truth recognizes the reality of suffering, acknowledging that life is filled with pain, loss, and dissatisfaction. The second noble truth identifies the root of suffering, pointing to our desires and attachments as the primary causes. It is clinging, our attachment to desires, and aversion to unpleasant experiences that bind us to suffering. The third noble truth offers hope, suggesting that it is possible to end suffering by letting go of these attachments. The fourth noble truth outlines the path to liberation and enlightenment. This path is known as the Eightfold Path, a practical guide to ethical and mental development. By following these guidelines, we can cultivate wisdom and compassion, leading to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. We can free ourselves from the cycle of suffering, achieving a state of true peace and enlightenment. Buddhism emerged in northeastern India around the 5th to 6th century BCE. This was a time of significant social and spiritual transformation. The Ganges River Valley was a melting pot of ideas. New philosophies and religions were emerging. It was in this fertile ground that Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, was born. He lived a privileged life as a prince. However, he was deeply troubled by the suffering he witnessed. This led him to renounce his worldly possessions and embark on a spiritual quest. The region where Buddhism originated is now known as the Buddhist Circuit. It encompasses important sites like Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Sarnath, and Kushinagar. These locations mark pivotal moments in the Buddha's life. They are sacred pilgrimage destinations for Buddhists worldwide. Siddhartha Gautama's journey from a sheltered prince to an enlightened teacher has inspired millions. His story is one of transformation and profound insight. Born a prince, he lived a life of luxury, shielded from harsh realities. His father, the king, ensured that Siddhartha was surrounded by beauty and comfort, hoping to keep him away from the suffering of the world. However, as he ventured outside the palace walls, Siddhartha encountered the stark realities of life. He saw elderly people, witnessed sickness, and observed the inevitability of death. These experiences deeply troubled him and stirred a profound sense of unease. Determined to find answers to the suffering he had witnessed, Siddhartha made the bold decision to leave his palace. He renounced his royal life and embarked on a spiritual quest, seeking wisdom and understanding. For years he practiced intense meditation and asceticism, pushing his body and mind to their limits. It was under the Bodhi tree, after a long period of deep meditation, that Siddhartha attained enlightenment. He realized profound truths about the nature of existence, suffering, and the path to liberation. In that moment, Siddhartha became the Buddha, the awakened one. His enlightenment marked the beginning of a new path for humanity, offering teachings that would guide countless individuals towards inner peace and understanding. The Buddha's journey from prince to enlightened teacher continues to inspire and illuminate the lives of millions around the world.